Hey everybody, it's tequila time. So I've been gone for a little while. Birthday, got sick, got a head cold, couldn't smell anything. So I decided I can't do videos, just can't do them. It's just, if I can't smell, I can't give you a proper assessment of the tequilas. So I narrowed down what today's video is going to be about, and it's about the two special releases that I got. One for my birthday to open, bottle to open on my birthday, and a bottle that I got just shortly after. We'll start with the one that I picked up and we opened on my birthday, and it's Fortaleza 2025 Winter Blend. We'll give this a little try here in a sec. And the other special bottle that I got, getting into the tequila family, getting into I can't know the right word I want to use, but getting into this industry and getting into know people and getting to know the needs of the workers and the people of Mexico that are really, really struggling. I have bought several bottles in the past. In the future, I got one that's on its way from the New Jersey Agave Club. It's the Murto Reposado. Looking forward to that one. But I near and dear to my heart has been the 1530 program. I have not been able to purchase a 1530 bottle up until recently, and I happened to get Yeyo's first Anejo, and it's the Mission 1530 bottle. And this is a Anejo that was aged in black strap molasses barrels and then finished in Willet bourbon barrels. As you can tell, I have tried this, but this was just recently opened. It's really, really good. The other thing I wanted to do, and I want to get this, probably going to be doing less videos. Special releases, maybe. But I've kind of gotten a little, I don't know. Some things have happened within, I'm going to use Facebook. Facebook is a great example of oversaturation. And I in some ways, I feel like I'm as guilty of that as others. You have to understand, in my situation, all of this is bought by me. There's no bottles given. I've had a few gifts along the way. Some of those were through other friends where I've been gifted bottles, not except for one, maybe directly from, and other than, in other clubs that I belong to. I don't get bottles free at any regular basis. Most of what I have on my shelves, I purchased from my checking account. And so I don't feel bad about what I do, but sometimes I feel like I put out too much, and sometimes I don't feel like I put out enough. I don't want to say I'm getting burned out on it, but I'm kind of getting burned out on it. I was expecting my channel to grow a little faster than it does, or than it did, and it's not. The whole goal was for this to help pay for itself. And, me to give away samples, me to enjoy new tequilas, and the channel was to kind of help supplement that a little bit. A little bit. I know I was say a lot or altogether, but it doesn't at all. And so I'm still going to put out videos. If I get a new bottle, if I find a new manufacturer that I really, really like, I'm going to put out a video. I may go back to doing like tequila hunting, but tequila hunting type videos. I am in the process of purchasing a new camera for portable recording. So that's something I'm looking into doing, and just staying out of this room. So it's getting to that time of year. It's going to be harder and harder for me during the summer to produce videos because I'm not going to be home. I have a second home down at Lake Pomme de Terre in Missouri, and we spend weekends there on a pretty regular basis. And then, of course, take vacations down there during the summer. But doesn't mean that I won't be doing any content. If I do get the new camera, I'll be, maybe doing some stuff down there. But I would like to move towards organizing tastings and teaching people about tequila instead of doing the videos. I may actually, if I do get the new camera, then I would do, I'd record those sessions. And that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, but I had to put a lot of effort into that, and that will take away from this. So it's not bad news. It's just good. It's just something different, and I need to do something different. So the other thing is this will come out on Thursday, the 28th of May, and the Kansas City Tequila Hunters is having a bottle share event at Old Shawnee Pizza at 6 p.m. in Lenexa. It's open to the public. Everyone is invited. Please come down. There's going to be nice bottles to share. It's Tequila Thursday at the saloon, and all tequila is like 25% off. So hey, come down, enjoy a pour, get a free pour from one of us here at the club. Maybe something that you have never had, something that you've had before but can't find. I'll be taking a few bottles with me. I am going to be presenting William with the bottle that he purchased through me of this, and I'm gonna recommend he not open it because not completely 100% official yet, but John, the owner of Yeyo, is going to be here in Kansas City around the 10th or 11th of June, and CJ's working on getting him to Shawnee Pizza for a in-person tasting and meet and greet. So I will be putting more information out on my channel, on Facebook, Instagram, all that when all that becomes available. So looking forward to that. I think William ought to not open his bottle of this and get John to sign it. So let's see. Well, I think we need to pour something and taste it. So what are we doing? You drink water. Let's open up the Yeyo. Get a little tequila in the glass. This is very barrel influenced, according to some of my other friends. I haven't really had a good. Oh wow! Right off the nose, right off the bat, on the nose, I am getting a like mango tropical fruit note off of this. Yeah, cooked agave and tropical fruit, specifically mango, maybe some citrus. That smells really, really nice. So let's try it. First sip of the day. So we're going to do a little wash it around, get the mouth ready for the alcohol. Proof on this is 40. In the dark. 43%. 86 proof. Wow. That's got a lot of stuff going on in it. Wow, wow, wow. I don't want to comment on too much. That flavor is just all over the inside of my mouth. It's just really, really, really. It's not overly proofy. 86 is nice. It's I'd like to sip it at around 90 proof. I think it provides more flavor than 80. Less water added. But yeah, that mango is, to me, this is the fruit that I'm getting a smell of. Mango and citrus. I wouldn't necessarily say orange, but that's kind of what comes to the... So blackstrap molasses rum barrels is what it was originally aged in. Trying to see if I can get a little more description. Well, of course, I can't read it because it's too small and it's kind of dark in here. So let's put the papers on. See if we can find out a little more about this. No. Okay. And I can look it up, but I'm not going to. I do know that it's blackstrap molasses, rum barrels, and then Willet. Bourbon was what it was finished in. The bourbon barrels were provided by Mission 1530, and then the blackstrap molasses was what this started out in, and then finished in the other that John Bullinger provided to this profile. And this is very, very good. So let's move on to some more tasting. Cooked agave. Again, that citrus note. A little pepper. That is ultra sweet cooked agave. Just it is clinging to the inside of my mouth just ever so nicely. Get a little bit of that baking spice coming from the Willet barrels. That's just wow. Got to be my favorite, one of my favorite Yeyos up to this point. I did like the Rosa Reposado really well. I like all of what they put out, but in aged tequilas, they got a new single barrel coming. I was asked if I wanted to get in on that, and I was buying this one. I said no. One at a time. Wow. That. I don't know if I got a nice look at that. It's got a wonderful straw color. Great viscosity to it. Just nice cling inside of the mouth. It is super sweet cooked agave, and then you have that mango, citrus, tropical fruit kind of vibe going on. I believe the rum is probably the cause of most of that, the rum barrel. And then you get a nice little baking spices, a little brown sugar type sweetness to it. and then and then it just dissipates. I don't get a lot overly oaky. I don't get a lot, well, I shouldn't say a lot of barrel influence. A lot of the barrel influence is in from the rum, but this great Anejo tequila. I will be sharing this more and more. This is really good. Dang, William. If I ain't promised you already, I'd keep the other bottle. Oh, and if you can see over what would be, nope. This shoulder, you see a little bubble wrap thing that has a sip tequila sticker on it. That's William's bottle of the 1530 Anejo that I'll be giving him tomorrow. Wow. That's just a lot going on there. All right, I'm going to finish that later. Let's get us another glass. Oh. Here we go. So the next bottle, and I haven't had a really good I've liked all of the winter blends that I have purchased, which is only 2 up to this point. This makes number 3. For most people, these bottles are unobtainium, which means there are just not that many bottles out there, and they, with restaurants and bars and places like that tend to gobble up these bottles very quickly. It's just kind of hard to come by, and I was very fortunate that my local liquor store guy, when it was like, hey, well, we might have a couple of bottles of Fortaleza, he says, well, I want one. Well, who do you want it for? And he told who it was for me. And the guy says, okay, sure, why not? I don't have that kind of pull. I really don't. My name gets brought up in the right places at the right time, and that's all it is. So this is a blend, American French oak barrels. Let's see. I'll put the eyeballs back on. I'm going to read the little neck tag. Get a little more information on this. This was blended by, if you want to call them media influencers, it's some of the other guys that do a way more professional job than I do on YouTube and Instagram and everything. Doug Price was there. Oh my goodness, I can't even name everybody that was there. But they're the ones that blended this and then picked the blend that they wanted bottled. So, this bottle is the result of our tequila being aged separately in used Pasito de Caruso barrels and in used Madeira casks, both of French oak blended first and then combined with our American oak aged barrel strength reposado. No proofing down, 46 ABV, and right, and that's it. So yeah, like I said, there was a whole group that went down. They blended the 2 French oaks, and then they had a competition of each one did a blend, and whatever percentage blend everybody liked the best, that's the one that they put in the bottle. So this is Fortaleza Reposado Winter Blend 2025. Opened this for my 61st birthday. So wonderful looking straw color. It clings really nicely to the glass. Oh, it started clogging up. Oh, that's nice. I get a light fruit note. Wow. Completely different mouthfeel. This is buttery. On the verge of being, I won't say oily, but you catch it's a softer mouthfeel. I get some nice light fruit notes. I'm going to say from the Madeira, the wine casks especially. Some of the light baking spices and the oakiness from the regular reposado. I like it. But Fortaleza and reposado has always fit my palate quite well. So this is, again, unobtainium. This bottle ranged in price retail, and some of it was secondary pricing. I heard that it was still going for close to $400 at the distillery. To negate, that's the higher profits on secondary. So if you went down to Mexico, you paid your $300 and whatever to get it. And then by the time you got, your flight down, your flight back, but it wasn't worth, you'd have to jack it up way so high that nobody would want to buy it. So by doing so, but in I'm going to say state regulated liquor markets, some of these bottles went for about what they should go for. Somewhere in the 190 range, 180, 190 range. I saw prices of bottles that low, but they were few and far between. Most of the bottles that went out were right at about $400, and that's about what I paid for the one that I have. Again, I bought it for me. I bought it for my 61st birthday that I would open with family and friends, and we did exactly that. We were being nice to the bottle, so we have lots left over. But it is really good. Is it better than 2024's? No, it's just different. Everyone is individually different. Everybody wants to compare every winter blend to every other winter blend. It doesn't matter to me. They're all going to be different because they're blended barrels. They're multi-use barrels. They're not something you would do every day. I like this, and that's all there is about it. Will I do it again next year? Maybe. More than likely, if I have the funds and I have the ability to purchase another bottle, I will. If they even do one for 2026, I don't know. They might, and they might go back to doing it the way they did it before. Just do it themselves and not rely on a committee to do it. So I'm going to wrap this up here pretty quick. I didn't want to be Debbie Downer, and it's not. This is just, I'm going to make some changes. I may put out one video a month. I may post more on Instagram and on Facebook of just some stills, some photographs, whatever. I'm getting busier in my regular job and in life because winter's over. And there's just some things that I want to do, and that's going to take more time away from this. I still enjoy my tequila. I went for 3 weeks without drinking any. I couldn't smell it. It didn't, not that it tasted bad. you lose half of what you're drinking it for, and that that kind of was a Debbie Downer for me. So that and just making time for family and doing things, my birthday and Mother's Day and just got done with Memorial Day, and so it's just a lot of activities going on. Went to a graduation party. Been a very busy month, and taking a little time away from this, one refreshes my palate a little bit, and makes me enjoy this even more. So again, Thursday night, tonight, which when this will come out at noon on Thursday, tonight at 6 p.m., Old Shawnee Pizza in Lenexa, the Kansas City Tequila Hunters Club is sponsoring a bottle share night. Bring your favorite bottle. Bring a couple of your favorite bottles. If you don't have something that you really like, well, then just come down. There's plenty of tequila behind the bar. Some really good stuff that Will and his group have put together. And then everybody's bringing bottles to share. There's no cost to this. It's open to the public. Please come, enjoy, experience something new. It's fun. When we did my birthday party, had a friend of my sister's who was into tequila. She liked tequila. Her husband's total opposite. He drank way too much Jose Cuervo back in the college days and has completely sworn off tequila. Still working on him. But she got a little bit of an education. I didn't want to overdo it because I can. But I said, let's try this. And I gave her a sip, a little, light pour of Fortaleza Lot 200 Blanco. And of course she took the sip and she switched it around. We did all those things that we do, and teaching her how to get her mouth ready to drink tequila. And on her second sip, she's like, "I've never drank tequila like this before, ever. What else you got?" And then we went through and we tried several different tequilas. I had taken probably 18 bottles, plus whatever my brother-in-law had, and then his brother, my brother-in-law's brother, they stopped and picked up a bottle along the way, and so we had some nice tequilas on my birthday. We opened up the winter blend. I made my own Yeyo and Yeyo before this one ever came out, that I did with a Free Ranch bourbon stick that I had made. That turned out really well. I got to try a couple of other things that I had made, that I had done some in-bottle aging for, and if you go back, you can see some of the videos of that previous to that. Those turned out really, really well. They are very close to what I was trying to mimic. So I will probably do those again, do them with the actual base tequila that they are made out of. That was my still strength Suerte that I tried to make like a Cascoine Reposado from the House of Rare. But bottle share, be there, be square. Like always, please drink good tequila. It'll be good to you. Salute. And we'll see you the next time. Hey, if you come down tonight to Old Shawnee Pizza, you'll see me there. I'll have a bottle. I'll have a glass. And be ready to share with everybody else. So, see you then. Adios, amigos. Salud.